And a good evening to you. I am First Alert meteorologist David Ernst here with a weather update. If you're watching this on Facebook, we are live on the WBAY TV2 Facebook page. Amy, Beth, and Bruce, good to see you on here. You can head over to my page, David Ernst, WBAY meteorologist, and throw me a follow there. And happy to answer any questions that you might have. And it's always worth pointing out, as I typically do at the start of these, if you don't already have our free WBAY First Alert weather app on your phone or mobile device, it's probably a good idea to have it. You can get push alerts sent right to your phone, whether that be automated severe weather alerts, such as a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning, or something customized from us here at the First Alert Weather Center. Those will get right to your phone. You get lightning alerts, you have the interactive radar there, so it's a very powerful tool to have handy, and certainly you will want to reference that when the weather turns active, but even when it's quiet, you can get hourly forecasts, daily forecasts, and the like. So again, there's a QR code there. If you're watching this on a laptop or a desktop computer, you can just take out your smartphone and scan that code. It's just right underneath me there, and that will take you to the splash page to download that. And again, you can find me on Facebook at David Ernst, WBAY meteorologist. Next weather maker, at least in terms of big, sensible weather changes, will be coming in late Wednesday into Thursday. Rain and storms become likely over that time frame, and likely that we would also see some showers lingering into Saturday. Amy, Beth, yes, you most certainly did hear some thunder down there in Manitowoc. We had a few isolated storms pop up earlier today. Initially, it was just rain showers, but we did have a few rumbles of thunder detected, and you might have even seen some small hail in some areas. That was showing up on First Alert Viper Max earlier on. This is how Viper Max looks right now. And let me go ahead and we'll zoom in just a little bit closer now. The green that you're seeing over Lake Winnebago and the Bay of Green Bay, ground clutter. When you see the brighter colors on there, the oranges and well, really just oranges and reds, that would indicate that you've got insects most likely. So this right there, that is going to be bugs, and same thing here over Lake Winnebago. Not sure if it's a wind farm or if these are just bugs over a lake. That is going to be ground clutter as well. But where you're seeing the shades of, I would call it more purples, deep reds, it's going to be that near Berwyn, here south of Wautoma. That's going to be a real rain shower. Here north of Wapaka, potentially, I'd have to take a closer look at the radar, see how it moves. That might be an actual rain shower. But this is going to be not ground clutter. I would expect that it is, again, bugs or birds that the radar is picking up on. And same with what you're seeing right there out over the Bay of Green Bay. That is going to be bugs or birds. So let's turn it back over to the radar. Again, this is going to be an actual rain shower. Let me get my pencil back on the screen here. That's going to be an actual rain shower that we're looking at here south of Wautoma. I don't know why. There it is. I'm running two different computers here, so it can be difficult to see the little cursor on this extra monitor. And here also in northern Waushara County, that is going to be an actual rain return. But the blotches of green that you see there over Lake Winnebago, as well as out over the Bay of Green Bay, those would be bugs. So the wide view here will show there's not a whole lot else going on. Now, I'll turn the radar satellite loop on, and this might give you a little bit better sense of how things transpired over the last 3 hours, although even there, you can see things kind of fizzling out as they move through South Manitowoc County and on into Sheboygan County. Still a bit of lingering cloud cover left over in that kind of Sheboygan to Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, back up towards Wapaka and Stevens Point area. Those clouds likely do thin and dissipate as we go through the night, and temperatures will be cooling, but probably not as cool as we were last night. Right now, our current readings are holding in the mid-60s to lower 70s, depending on where you are. You may have noticed it feeling a little bit more humid out today. We did see a bump in the humidity. Now, we'll check it. This is actually the first time I'm previewing this graphic in a couple of hours. I assume that we would be warmer than we were last night at this time, and that is the case by a couple degrees in most locations. Now, we'll get into our next weather maker here in just a second. That was the first graphic you saw, but we'll kind of go through this chronologically. So we'll take you through the forecast with First Alert Pinpoint Predictor overnight tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll get into the details of that next weather maker, bringing some more widespread rain to the area later in the week. As far as things go for the rest of the night, if you have one of those little showers around right now. It may last for another half an hour to an hour, but in general, everything is going to be winding down here shortly, and then we should be quiet for the rest of the night. So we'll go ahead and play through here. First alert pinpoint predictor showing, and actually has a not too bad of a handle. Maybe it's a little bit displaced to the east of where the shower activity actually is right now. But still, it's in the ballpark, just one or two little showers left over, and then things are quiet for the rest of the night. What you're seeing there, it wasn't a shower developing. It's actually the predictor kind of dealing with the fog potential for tomorrow morning. So we could see some fog in the area early on, but what we'll be watching for will be just like what happened today. Some pop-up showers, a thunderstorm or two during the afternoon hours. So first half of the day, totally dry, mostly sunny, and then as we get into the late afternoon and the evening, that's when we would see just a few isolated rain showers or a thunderstorm develop, and then just like that, everything kind of fades away at night. Wednesday, we do it all over again, but it will be Wednesday night that we start to see a more significant system moving in. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. This is getting into Wednesday afternoon now, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you see a little pop-up activity there in upper Michigan, far northern Wisconsin, but the more widespread rainfall is still off to our south and west, but we will see that area of rain approaching overnight. So as we get into Thursday morning, that's when the more widespread rain threat arrives, and we'll be dealing with those showers at times off and on through the day Thursday into Thursday night, and likely that we would see, oops, hit the wrong graphic there. This is going to be an old one. I'm not sure why it skipped to that one, because I don't see where that graphic even is in my show. But that's something to look forward to in a couple of months from now, when it's too cold to do the stuff it's too hot to do right now. So let's go ahead then, and we'll show you the longer term view here. This is the wide look. So you'll see as we get into Thursday morning, that little circle there by the Twin Cities and south of Minneapolis, that's your area of low pressure. So as that low kicks into the region, we're going to see that drive in a round of showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms. Yeah, Jeff, not quite yet. We're still, well, realistically, what is it, August already? So, by the middle of October, it can happen. So we're not too far off from the start of that. The last couple of years, it feels like we've gotten an early start, maybe before November. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we can at least keep it till December. I know that was the case my first year here. We didn't get December till my mom's birthday, December 13th, if anyone's wondering. Looking at Thursday evening, again, you see some breaks in the rain, and maybe we get into a little bit of a lull overnight. And then over the course of Friday, we'll see some additional just rain showers coming on through the area. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, as we get into the weekend that this system is far enough away. Maybe there's a stray pop-up somewhere on Saturday, but I think the more widespread rain threat misses us eastward. And then same goes for Sunday. You can see the model trying to generate a little shower. For now, we'll go ahead and write that off and say that's just a little bit of extra cloud cover and we stay dry. But you will want to check back, obviously, for forecast updates there if you have something outdoor planned this weekend. I would certainly say the more widespread rain threat is coming in Thursday and Friday. But at this point, I do have a stray shower in the forecast on Saturday, and cautiously optimistic that we keep it dry on Sunday. So that is our next weather maker coming through. There will be a more widespread chance for rain showers, some thunderstorms then. Severe weather, I don't think we're looking at that great of a chance for severe storms. The low will be coming close by, so anytime you get into that situation, you always have to watch out. Just something might be spinning a little bit more than it otherwise would, and so maybe you get a few stronger storms, a little more organized storm activity than would otherwise be the case. But temperatures, they're going to be likely in the mid-70s, upper 70s for a high, so it's not like we're 90 degrees and dealing with a dew point that's in the 70s. So, the severe weather parameters aren't as high as they could be, so we're keeping the severe weather outlook in the low category for right now. I will say that heavy rainfall, again, will be a concern. Now, we have been a little bit dry of late. We did have a few heavy rain events that impacted some areas last week and the week before that, but at the same time, there were some areas that didn't see too much, and we've actually seen excuse me, parts of northeastern Wisconsin be added back into the abnormally dry category for a drought. I do want to pull up a graphic here real quick. just to show the estimated rain totals from the Weather Prediction Center, the WPC. They'll put out graphics several times a day that kind of hone in on rain forecasts and how much excessive rain could be had. And actually, this graphic did bump up from the last time I looked at it here earlier this afternoon. So you'll notice that a lot of us here in northeastern Wisconsin are in the blue to light purple shade. And so, that's going to put you at anywhere from around 3/4 of an inch of rainfall up to about 2 inches of rain. And then you do see even higher amounts down towards the Milwaukee area. So there certainly could be an inch or two of rain in it for us on Thursday and Fridays. That's when the bulk of this is going to come down. So just keep that in mind, that heavy rainfall will be a possibility. There may be some localized flooding, but this is not likely to be a situation where we're all dealing with something like that. But there certainly is a higher chance for rain Thursday and into Friday, and I do expect that everybody in the area does see some rainfall on those days, but the actual amounts will vary depending on where the storms track. You'll notice temperatures on Tuesday and Wednesday are still on the warm side with lower and middle 80s for highs, and then we're back in the 70s for a couple of days. It is going to be humid throughout this stretch. In fact, we'll go ahead and pull that up really quickly here, and then I'll leave you with the 7-day forecast at the end. You'll notice tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I would call it slightly humid. The only really sticky day looks like it is Friday, and then the humidity kind of trails off towards the beginning of next week, but doesn't go away altogether. So over the weekend, we did enjoy some dew points in the 50s. It looks like we'll stay in the 60s even after the system moves through, but at least it will be a little bit cooler compared to how it is tomorrow and on Wednesdays. So with that, we'll go ahead and leave you here. We've got Action 2 News coming your way at 10 o'clock starting in about 35 minutes from now. If you're watching the live broadcast, if you're catching this on a replay, then if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I'll try and take a look and answer anything that may come in. Hope you have a great rest of the Monday night and a nice, safe, happy Tuesday and a good rest of the week for you.